My name is Lalit Pai. I am the CEO of Medwell Ventures and I'm based in Bangalore. We think the healthcare business in out of hospital space is is a big opportunity because the biggest issue that people are facing today in India is the issue of chronic disease. And in the chronic disease space, whereas the acute care can be done in the hospital and must be done in the hospital, most people live with the disease at home. And therefore, we believe that a large proportion of care or health care for chronic care is to be done out of hospital. And therefore, we believe the opportunity to do a business model in the healthcare out of hospital space is a significantly a big opportunity. Sure, yeah. So when we started 2.5 years ago, we were looking at what kind of impact would we be able to create. And whereas most of the other segments in the industry were at a different size of maturation, we felt that home care specifically was in a very unorganized sale and at a very early stage of maturation. So we looked at how the industry has progressed internationally. The same issues that we find in the US or in Japan or in Europe are issues that we find in India, and yet the industry had not really responded. So we felt that being an early entrant into the space would create very significant outcomes essentially for patients in India. Yeah, that's very little documentation exists on home healthcare in India because I would say 95% plus of the market is unorganized. So very difficult to put a number. But if you look at drawing parallels, say for instance in US or Europe, roughly 4 to 5% of the healthcare system in the US and Europe is accounted for by the home health industry. And if you use the same parallel in India, I think the healthcare industry in India is in $125 billion space. So home healthcare should be in the 4 to 5 billion. So I've seen estimates between 2 and 5 billion. And because it is unorganized, there's no real way to put an exact figure on it. Yes, that is the state of the market today. So I guess 2 years back or even now, when people need some care at home, there are only 3 or 4 organized players who have a certain national presence. Most of the others are unorganized, either within the city, either are small operators who operate by themselves, or are at best at a city level operations. But even those we feel don't have any process or technology that makes it consistent. So it depends on the person that is delivering the service ultimately. That is the state of the market today, and I would think that 95% of the market is unorganized. So our competition really is the unorganized sector, and we believe as the industry organizes, the service levels will become better and the quality will become better for the industry participants. Yeah, so when we started off, we looked at chronic disease as our main focus. And for a patient suffering from chronic disease, there is no one person that can solve all their problems. So I'll give you an example. For instance, in stroke, there are, depending on which part of the brain is affected, various parts of your body could be affected. And therefore, the solution has to come from multiple specialties. So we've seen, for instance, if speech is affected, a speech therapist needs to be in play. And then there is a physiotherapist required for gross motor movements. Then an occupational therapist for things like tying buttons, tying shoelaces, the minor physical movements. And each of them come in at different times. So speech is perhaps the first, typically, speech is perhaps the first to come to recover. So in the early days of recovery, there is more speech therapy, there is a level of physiotherapy, and after the speech therapy starts tapering off, there is more occupational therapy. So the way we address this is by doing an assessment of patients, and based on the assessment, we recommend a care plan, and the care plan is actually delivered by multiple people. So a physiotherapist, occupational therapist, a nurse, a doctor, and all of these then do their part of the protocol, and then the basic protocol and the care plan is executed as a whole. So we believe that a sum of parts for the patient is bigger than the combination, because ultimately what you want is for the patient to get a holistic recovery. So currently most people would essentially send a person, and let the person do what is required for the patient. What we are doing is looking at what specialties are required and providing that specialist so that the recovery is much faster and more comprehensive. Right now, we are operating at around 7,000 to around 10,000 patients 7,000 to 8,000 in Bangalore, around 3,000 in Hyderabad. We've got 2 centers right now in Bangalore, and we are expanding now to another 2 more in Bangalore. So in the matter of the last 2 months, we have expanded double in Bangalore, and we are from 1 center in Hyderabad, we are opening 2 more centers. So with the 3 centers, we have got to roughly 10,000 patients, and as we expand, we will get, I guess, much better in terms of traction of patients as well. Yeah, so we look at basically all chronic diseases. Not to say that we don't do others, but chronic disease is a focus. We do a lot of work with stroke patients, a lot of work with COPD, which is pulmonology patients, patients which require wounds care. So, for instance, diabetic patients who wounds don't heal properly, or bed sore, a variety of vascular issues where the wounds take a long time to heal. So, wound management is the third. Dental is the fourth, and the dental is also, again, it's an interesting area because we started doing dental because a lot of our patients with chronic disease wanted someone at home who could solve the dental problem, because dental is not a easy, it's never one sitting that you can solve a dental problem. You need 5 or 6 sittings, and for people nowadays who have to take someone with their family or have to go to a dental clinic 5-6 times in the next 10 days, it becomes difficult. So this becomes a convenient way of providing dental care at home. So dental is the fourth. We are doing work on oncology patients, or work with oncology patients, and we are doing work with dementia patients. Yeah, so we started off with Bangalore. We started off with 1 center 2 years ago. We've now, last year we expanded 2 centers, and now in this year we have got 4 centers. We will do a 5th in early January, February in Bangalore. In Hyderabad, we started a year ago with 1 center. We are now 3 centers in Hyderabad. We will start in Mumbai by December, late or early January. We will grow to another 4 centers in Mumbai in the next 4 to 6 months. We expect to start Pune and Chennai by March, April of next year as well. So our intention is to do 5 cities and have significant presence in each of the cities in the next year and a half, 2 years. And over a 10-year period, we see ourselves in 15 cities in India. So when we started off 2.5 years ago, it was self-funded. We had friends and family that contributed, and we started off to establish a proof of concept. In May 2015, we were funded by Fidelity, our Series A funding. And that is essentially to expand geographically and also to expand the products that we had created in that meantime. So we are in the Series A level funding at this point. Our future plans in terms of cities, I was talking about in the 5 cities and then 15 in the next. We will do another couple of products which we are actually testing right now. So we go through a very rigorous product process where we look at a protocol. We work with the patients and doctors to make sure there is benefit to patients. We look at how can we optimize the cost within the protocol, and then we will take it to market. So it takes us roughly 4 to 6 months to get a protocol and process done. So we are testing 2 products now, and we will launch them in 2016. Thank you very much.